Is Magazine Dreams going to be a saving grace for bodybuilding this year? Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? Larry here, coming to you in a bit of an impromptu manner, right? This was not a video that I expected to do. This is talking about the Magazine Dreams trailer that dropped earlier today with Jonathan Majors. Now, if you've been following him, you know he played Kang in Ant-Man, and that he had some legal issues that basically had him dropped from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now he pops up on this movie called Magazine Dreams, and I wasn't expecting it. I know I had to look back at old videos, and I know that this has been talked about for quite a while, but I didn't know if this project was still a go with all of these legal troubles that he was looking at. So now that the trailer has dropped, all of that's in the past. From what I'm reading online and what people are saying, they're saying possibly an Oscar-worthy nomination. Not sure about if the Academy Awards if it would be for this year or for next year. I'm not sure what the cutoff is. I think he still reached it because it was at Sundance. So I think he still reaches that threshold for having an Oscar nomination this year. So in the trailer, which I'm not going to get super deep into, there's a link to it in the video description, so please go check out Zeus Films and check out that trailer. You see Majors basically trying to live the bodybuilding lifestyle 24/7, looking at things, but there was a couple of things that I wanted to point out. First of all, let's look at the premise, and this is pulled straight from Wikipedia. I didn't go to their IMDb page, but from Wikipedia it says, Magazine Dreams follows aspiring bodybuilder Killian Maddox, who struggles to find human connection in this exploration of celebrity and violence. Nothing deters him from his fiercely protected dream of superstardom, not even the doctors who warn him of permanent damage he causes to himself with this quest. Now, let's just make it very clear. In this trailer, there's a scene that is depicted that Majors is using anabolic steroids. We know on a certain side of bodybuilding that is just the reality of things. So no need to really expound on it there. Or we don't even know what this premise means, because we also see him get jumped, and he also works out after getting jumped. So, you know, there's that too. But we see Majors working out. We see him just really trying to get into this lifestyle, this winning lifestyle that has been given and fed to us for years. And a couple of things I noticed is that, number one, he says he wants to be Mr. Olympia at the beginning of the trailer, which, if he's just an amateur, that should be so far off the radar. But I digress. Mr. Olympia was mentioned, okay? But Mr. Olympia was mentioned while he was looking at a picture of Michael Hearn, who we all know in bodybuilding is not Mr. Olympia. Great fan following, has been an inspiration to many, been an inspiration for folks over the years, but is just not Mr. Olympia. So I found that kind of odd to put those words next to or in proximity with Michael Hearn. But regardless, he looks great. He's still big, and you know, he's made a name for himself in Hollywood on some a bit of a lower level, but now it looks like it's about to blow up here in the next few weeks. So just wanted to kind of put that out there. Somebody with some heavy bodybuilding knowledge was involved in this film, or somebody with some influence in the industry right now was also involved in this film. This isn't like Generation Iron. This actually has a plot. This actually has a story to tell. This isn't a docudrama, right? It's actual drama. So I just thought it was very interesting. So I'm seeing a lot of chatter online. One bodybuilding media outlet, which shall remain nameless, basically asked the question, will this basically be a bright spot for bodybuilding? And I'm going to say, looking at the trailer without seeing the movie at all, I don't think it's a plus. I don't think it's a minus. I think it's just bodybuilding was a good backdrop to what the story actually is. Because we see him training hard, we see him doing his cardio, we see him training. We see him doing the things that bodybuilders do. But I think the main story is not that of bodybuilding. I think it's something about the human condition under trying to chase something bigger, right? And you can do that for anything. You can do that for competitive esports. You can do that, hell, even for volleyball. So I think bodybuilding just kind of fit because it's an extreme. And that's fine, but I don't think that this is going to be a plus or minus for the sport as far as getting eyes on it, right? Now, here's where it gets a little bit funny. So I mentioned that they mentioned Mr. Olympia in proximity to Michael Hearn, right? Well, within the trailer, they also show a very brief clip, a very small section of Dorian Yates in his 1993 Mr. Olympia winning form. So that was something that just kind of caught my eye. Like, okay, so, they really dug deep inside the crates to help put this film together and to give Majors this big background to this character that he's playing, how he's trying to emulate these champions and trying to be up there on the Mr. Olympia stage. So whoever did it did their homework, and they did it really well. Now, like I said, I don't think it's a plus or a minus for bodybuilding. I think what will happen is that people will see this trailer and they may go to their local gym, or they may go to that guy or girl that works out and say, hey, have you seen this? What do you think about it? And then I think in that case, and I'm going to get on a little bit of a soapbox here, I think that bodybuilding is a grassroots endeavor. I think it's a grassroots, if you want to use the word sport, please go ahead. I think we will see more people that work 9 to 5s and that are passionate and active competitors, and people that are in the recreational space, more so than we will see a professional bodybuilder, a winning professional bodybuilder, because there's a lot of pros out there, but I'm talking about people that are actually winning at these shows, that are actually putting checks in their bank account from winning these shows. So I think that's something that we need to think about as well. Now, on the flip side, when we get these questions, I think we need to be good stewards of the endeavor. I think we need to put a positive spin on it. I think we need to understand that even though we're not professionals, we have to be inside a professional mindset when we are answering these questions, all right? We want more eyes on the sport overall, but also when we get these eyes, there's a certain level of professionalism that we have to convey to other people, that this is our thing, we're passionate about it, and we want to invite you in to see if this is a good fit for you. If you guys understand what I'm saying. So, like I said, I don't think it's a plus or a minus. I think it brings more questions, and I think on the everyday side of life, I think we have to be prepared to answer those questions. Even about the drug use. We have to be honest and say, hey, there's some guys, there's some girls that use anabolics. It's just part of the sport. It is what it is. And we have to be truthful in that as well. And, not be in a space where we have to defend it, but just say, it is what it is. So I'm excited for this movie. I'm more excited to see what this does for Jonathan Majors as an actor with everything that he's gone through, rather than, oh, this is another guy being inside of a bodybuilding movie, or this is a bodybuilding movie and we have a big star playing it. I just think bodybuilding was there, and it was the most extreme thing that producers could put together. And, look, to be honest with you, we all had magazine dreams at one point. So every bodybuilder, every competitive bodybuilder, at least from my era, I'm going to say from my era, we all had that dream. We wanted to be Flex Wheeler. We wanted to be Sean Ray. We wanted to be Dorian. We wanted to be Kevin. We wanted to be all those guys on the front of Flex and Muscle and Fitness. So that's going to speak to us. To others, not so much, because we live in a social media landscape. But for others, I definitely think, like me, is going to, you know, just be, is going to speak to us more than the average person. So just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it. Let me know what you think. Again, the video description has the link to the trailer in there. And please drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll be happy to hear from you guys. I definitely love hearing from you guys. And every time I get a comment, I kind of jump up and down for joy. So please leave plenty of them. All right. That's it for me, guys. You have a great evening. And I hope to see you on the flip side. All right. Y'all take care. Like, subscribe to the channel. And I'll be bringing you more.